welcome back. Hopefully everyone had a great holiday vacations and time off and time with the family, and hopefully a lot of time to think about their luxury hair direct business and get motivated and ready, get the mindset ready to be successful in 2015. And speaking about success, as I had mentioned in the email and on Facebook, I am very, very excited to announce we have a guest speaker on the line for us tonight to really, really kick us in gear to get 2015 started right. He's an author. He wrote a great book called Rise and Grind, Get to Your Next Level. He actually was one of our fantastic speakers at the official Luxury Hair Direct conference we had here back in October. He spoke the same day as one of the top speakers in the whole U.S. and world, Eric Thomas. He's now a good friend of mine. I can tell you in 2015, I don't meet with as many people. I'm really focused on only being around people that are going to bring a lot to the table. And I can tell you, Kendall Ficklin is one of the guys that can bring it to the table. So I'd like to introduce to you everybody, Kendall Ficklin. He's going to have some great motivating words for us to get started the corporate conference calls in 2015. Kendall?
Thank you, Mikey. I really appreciate it. Thank everyone for having me. I'm excited about 2015. I want to congratulate everybody that made it through in spite of everything that went on in 2014. If you guys are on this call, you made it through. Last year is over. It's a wrap. It's done. Every loss was just a lesson, and every failure was only feedback to push you into your greatness. It is officially 2015. There's opportunities coming this year. My question to you is, will you be ready? I think it might have been maybe about a year or so ago, I was sitting down and I was talking to an older gentleman that he's known me for years. And this particular day I hadn't shaved. I just looked really bad. So he said to me, he said, man, you're doing great. I see you doing great things with your speaking and everything. He said, let me ask you a question. If somebody called you right now and wanted you to speak somewhere, what would your answer be? And I said, well, I don't, I'm fumbling. He said, you wouldn't be ready. He said, you look a mess, Kendall. I said, wow. He said, yeah. He said, do you have a word ready? And I said, well, I'm pausing, I'm mumbling, and I'm stumbling. He said, listen, young man, if you stay ready, you'll never have to get ready. So back to that question I said, when those opportunities come for this year, will you be ready? The answer is yes. The answer to every question you have is yes. If you stay ready, you will never have to get ready. The most important person in your life right now is you. You guys were born worthy. You were born great. You were born worthy. But most of us can't see our worth because of the way we work. The way we work. The most important part of your work is the preparation. You can't be out here working all willy-nilly. This guy told me one time, he said, I'm kind of sort of doing it, I really ain't putting in 100%, every now and then. I said, look, if you kind of sort of do it, you're going to kind of sort of get results. You can't put in minimum effort and expect maximum results. So I wanted to come on this call and just encourage you and just give you a few good words of advice and some changes that you're definitely going to need to make in 2015, and let you understand that there's a process that comes along with success. Before you get success, you have to go through the process. And understand that because it's a new year, the things that got you here will not be the same things that get you there. There meaning your success. It's just like a child. The things that got them through elementary school are not going to be enough to get them through middle school. The things that got them through middle school is not going to be enough to get them through high school. So there are some things and some adjustments that we need to make in 2015 if we want to be successful in this business and in our personal lives. There's some adjustments. There's some changes that have to be made. So the first thing, and I want you guys to write these things down, the first thing that you have to do is you have to set and get goals. I'm starting to make a shift in the language that I use. So I like to say goals, but in my personal time, when I talk to myself, I say set and get results. I like results. But you want to set and get goals. You got to sit down and develop some direction to what you want to do. And within that goal, what you're going to do is say, what do I want? You want to ask yourself, what do you want? Then you want to ask yourself, how am I going to get what I want? Then the next question you want to ask yourself is, why do I want it? Now, the reason why you ask what is because that's going to determine what direction you go, where you want to go. And you gotta believe it. So when you answer that question, what, that should kick in your belief. So when you start believing it, then you can see it. Notice I said when you start believing it, you'll be able to see it. And then once you're able to see it, you'll be able to achieve it. And when you ask yourself the question, how, really for me, every time the question how is presented to me, I only got one answer, and that's yes. Well, my wife will say to me, well, baby, how are we going to do this? Yes. I ask myself the question in business, well, how am I going to do it? Yes. Where is this going? Yes. So the answer to how is going to be yes. But as you're setting your goal, your how is going to give you the blueprint or the roadmap as to how you're going to achieve what you want to accomplish. And then that last question is going to be why. The why is the reason why you want to do it. It's this why that during those times when you don't feel like getting up and grinding, during those days when you're going to be oversleeping and under hustling, it's that why that's going to push you through. I work out every day. Every morning I work out. So this morning, I pull into the parking lot of the gym. This morning, I pull into the parking lot of the gym, and I'm talking to myself. So I say to myself, well, I got a meeting this morning, and I got a lunch date. Maybe I should go to the gym after I go to lunch. And I started to drive out of the parking lot of the gym. But then my why kicked in. And my why said, no. First of all, you don't want to cut it that close. And your reason for working out is this. So it's that why that pushed me into my performance mode. It's that why that got me back on track. So you want to ask yourself what, how, and why. Set and get goals. The next thing that you want to do, the second thing is you want to get laser focused. So a lot of us, we have all these great ideas. We got a lot going on. We have our personal lives. We have our business life. We got everything going on. We have children, grandchildren. But you got to get laser focused. And the way you do that is you start to manage your priorities and not your time. I was talking to a young lady one day, and she was telling me how much of a problem it is for her to focus. So I asked her, well, tell me something that you love to do. And she said, I love to sing. I said, you love to sing? She said, yeah, I love to sing. So I said, look, do you ever have a problem focusing when you're singing? She thought about it, and she thought about it. And she said, no, I never have a problem focusing while I'm singing. So I said, why? And she said, because it's something I want to do. It's something I love to do. And that's it. So the problem is not focusing. The problem is that we only focus on those things that we love to do. So my suggestion to you is fall in love with what you want to do. You got to fall in love with your process and become laser focused. If you know your what and you know your why, then there's no reason why you shouldn't be laser focused on that which you want. The third thing the third change that we need to do is we need to stop making excuses. I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. You cannot make excuses and money at the same time. I'm going to say that one more time. You cannot make excuses and money at the same time. Young boy said to me one day, he said, I went down there to the job, but nobody was there. And then, I filled out the application. But when I left, 2 weeks went by, nobody ever called me. That's an excuse. You're not being persistent. You can't make excuses and make money at the same time. So we have to limit our excuses. And we got some of the best excuses. We got to stop with the excuses. The next adjustment that we got to make is we have to begin to work. Mikey and I were talking earlier, and he made this great new quote. You're not going to wake up successful. God told me last week, he said, nobody gets to the top from the top. You get to the top from the bottom. And from the bottom to the top, in between that, is nothing but work. And you got to work hard. I put a post out the other day that said, everybody wants to win, but who wants to work? I'm learning just in the last couple of years, I've changed the time that I wake up. So I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I get out of bed, sometimes I don't. But even if I'm in the bed, I'm working. I'm either studying, I'm reading, I'm sending something out, but I'm working. You have to work, and your work has to match your want. So whatever it is that you want, going back to number one about setting and getting the goals and deciding and determining what it is that you want. Whatever it is that you want, your work has to match that want. Let me give you an analogy. So if you look down the road and you guys say you want to be able to add, let's say, 30 people to your downline within the next 3 months. Well, if that's what you want, then everything that you do every day, every hour of the day, your total focus is focused on that want. And every piece of work that you do is focused towards that want. So if you put the work in, you'll get the want. The next thing that we want to do is, and this is the most critical, this is definitely the most critical one, put yourself around powerful people. Say it one more time. You have to put yourself around powerful people. I went to lunch today with two powerful people. I was with Mikey and Raj at lunch today. Powerful people. I have a meeting tomorrow with a very powerful person. And when you surround yourself with people who have power, you don't have a choice but to become powerful. Man told me, and I love to repeat it, who you surround yourself with means everything. Say it again. Who you surround yourself with means everything. The people that you put yourself around should be able to pick you up when you feel like giving up. They should be able to bring you and pull you up instead of bring you down. You should be able to share ideas. You should be able to have mutual relationships, as we heard Eric Thomas talk about at the conference earlier. You want to have those mutual relationships. If you hang around 5 knuckleheads, if you hang around 5 broke people, guess what? You're going to be the 6th one. If you hang around 5 wealthy people, 5 powerful people, you're going to be the 6th powerful person. So I wanted to drop those 5 things on you. The first one is to set and get goals. The second one is to get laser focused. The third one is no excuses. Let's put those excuses to bed. The fourth one is to work. Your work has to match your want. And the 5th one is to put yourself around powerful people. So look, if you want to see these results manifest in 2015, you got to change the way you think. You got to change the way you walk. You got to change the way you talk. And you got to change and understand about the people that you put in your presence. You have to know who you have in your presence. So I just wanted to drop those few words on you. I wanted to encourage you to be the best that you can be, to be great, walk in greatness, and understand that you are born to do this. You are born to do this. You are built to live it. All you got to do is choose to have it and just walk in it, walk in it, walk in it. Mikey, thank you so much, and thank you guys. You have a great 2015, and I hope to hear from you and talk to you soon and hear about all this great progress that everybody's going to make. Be wealthy in 2015, be healthy in 2015, and here's the catch, and beyond. It doesn't just stop in 2015, nor does it just start in 2015. This is a life change for everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mikey, back to you.
Thank you, sir. Guys, just absolutely fantastic. We were at lunch today, and I thought about it a little bit before the call. I reached out to Kendall to see if he had a few moments to get on the call. It's always great to hear those. It's just such true words. I've changed a lot over the last few years about my morning routine. I mentor a couple guys, have a business in the same office as us, a young group, and I mentor them, and I ask them, I said, what do you guys do in the morning? And, try to figure out the morning routine. And, my personal morning routine, I've been tweaking it over the last few years, and I think I finally got it, something that is conducive to my lifestyle and then to be able to grow and really learn. I said to myself that I realized in 2014 I'm addicted to learning and education, and it's true, because if you really want to move forward in business, you really have to improve yourself. You really have to be educated about every aspect of what you're doing. So for everybody on this call, I posted a book last week in the official Luxury Hair Direct training group. I believe it's 6 months to six figures. It's just a fantastic book. The title actually doesn't really do the book justice. Really reached out to me, and I got some good tips in there. Another great book I was actually reading this morning. I was reading Kendall's book, Rise and Grind. I was reading it first thing this morning about 6:30 when I woke up. I like to spend the first 30 minutes of my day reading and trying to improve myself, because I know when I go to meetings like I had today with Kendall and Raj, and my meetings tomorrow and every other day I try to have a powerful lunch, I want to bring something to the table so I can make sure that I'm surrounding myself with successful and powerful people, just as Kendall said, because it really, really is true. Really look at other people that you surround yourself with. It's so important. And that's why I want to build the most powerful family within Luxury Hair Direct, the most brilliant people that strive to learn and improve themselves and become better in every aspect of life, health, and business. So I encourage everybody. One of my favorite things, the most powerful things I found in 2014 was the Kindle Paperwhite and the Kindle Unlimited subscription. For $10 a month, I can read unlimited amount of books on my Kindle. It doesn't include every single book, but includes more than I can read. So it's such a powerful combination, and I absolutely love it. It's taken me so far in just a few months. I've been just on a reading binge and just absorbing everything. There's a lot of good books. If anyone decides to do that, post a message in the official Luxury Hair Direct training group if you have any questions about that setup. But there's Big Al has written a bunch of books about network marketing, talking about rebuttals and all sorts of other stuff. I highly encourage everybody on this call, if you're serious about Luxury Hair Direct, if you're serious about network marketing, get this set up. At least get the Kindle app for your phone. It's free. You don't have to spend the $100 on the Kindle. Get the Kindle Unlimited and start reading some of these books, some from Big Al. There's a ton and wealth of information of people that have been in network marketing for 10, 20, 30 years and made millions and millions of dollars. Top people are sharing their education with you. Network Marketing Pro, that's a fantastic one to find on Facebook. Okay, if you search Network Marketing Pro, Go Pro is one of the top network marketing books ever published. And, it's a fantastic book. I recommend everybody read this book. Get the audio book. Just consume the information. Get your mindset right and get it together for 2015. We have a fantastic opportunity here. The hair extension market is continuing to grow and grow and grow. As you guys know, we finished up the end of 2014 by doing a complete site redesign. I just posted another update in the official Luxury Hair training group. We've got new add to cart buttons. It's these small changes that are going to increase the conversion rates on everybody's website. So the goal is to keep improving the website in 2015, keep improving our training in 2015, adding to the website as far as landing pages go and other items where you'll be able to send someone to your website a certain page and have a nice video explaining the business, webinars, and getting more people to join your network and join your team. I met with actually had someone just stop by the office today. She's in Atlanta and wanted to check out the LHD lounge. And it was really nice just to kind of have somebody show up, and I get a call, hey, we got someone in office, which is always nice. Ayana, she stopped by. She's in, I believe, Melinda Caldwell's line. She was doing research online, and if you guys have never met Melinda or talked to her personally, search on YouTube, Melinda Luxury Hair Direct. She has some fantastic videos out there. She's really working hard in her business and creating content for people to find her, because I can tell you, when people start finding out about Luxury Hair Direct, one of the first things they're going to do is research Luxury Hair Direct. What is this all about? And when you have somebody that has YouTube videos out, maybe they wrote a few articles for the LHD training on the LHD training site, which if you're interested in that, please message us on Facebook or post in the official Luxury Hair Direct training group. People are going to do research, and they're going to look for someone, a team to join. They're going to join a team where they know it's going to be an educated and motivated group of people. And I can tell you there's other people besides Melinda that's done a good job, and I would love to work with more people on getting your information and getting your knowledge out there on the web so more people can find you, more people can join your team, and it's just more and more residual income by getting more and more people involved and, you know, getting stylists that are going to have their clients go, sending them to the sites and everything else. We have a new stylist that joined the business just about a month ago, and the first couple of weeks it was kind of slow for her, but I can tell you this week she's already had 2 orders, some pretty significant orders too, a $350 order and a $275 order. You know, that's 70 plus, you know, that's about about 150 extra dollars in the last 7 days just off those 2 orders, where before the stylist was just sending people to the local beauty shop to get hair. Now she sends it to her Luxury Hair Direct website. They get the hair quickly, and everybody's really happy. And she's really excited because she absolutely loves our hair. She loves the Zen Remy line. She thinks that for the price and the quality of the hair, it's absolutely a fantastic buy. So now when the customers are coming to her salon and getting their hair done, it actually looks good a few weeks afterwards, instead of, you know, with some of the not real hair and the, you know, some of the other kind of hairs you get at the beauty shops and such. Some of the synthetic hairs or non-Remy hairs, you know, just after a week or so, it just becomes an absolute disaster. So, you know, these stylists are really, really excited and really happy to find Luxury Hair Direct. You have to reach out to stylists. You know, they're in this business all day long, and all they're used to is non-residual income. Let's introduce them to residual income, make sure you understand the whole process, everything else well. If you have questions, feel free to call the customer service line. Michael 2.0 is there to answer your questions during business hours, Monday through Friday. We're even looking at having training sessions here at our office, which we'd probably record, and then, you know, you can share that with people as well. So we do have a lot in store for 2015. I really should do a recap of all the changes we made in 2014. Just go through some of the Facebook posts, because I try to post everything as we have updates. I mean, really, if you start going through the official Luxury Hair Direct training group from the absolute beginning, and look how far we've come in just, you know, in just the last, especially 6 months, where it really started to ramp up. You know, I think it's really, really impressive for a new company. We're now just a year old. So I think 2015 is going to be, you know, monumental for Luxury Hair Direct, and especially all the distributors that are now in the business and here right now and able to build up their network. So if you're really serious about Luxury Hair Direct, you know, I really want to join or create a powerful team. You know, this is within the first year really of the business. It is a really, really big time for everybody. So I'm really, really excited for everyone to be on this call, to be part of Luxury Hair Direct, to be part of all the fantastic changes and advancements we're going to make in 2015, to be able to have access to people like Kendall, to be able to hear this fantastic information. You know, to have this guy come speak is pretty expensive, so it's fantastic. We're making our contacts and have our resources to be able to bring these types of people on the calls like we did tonight.